हरे कृष्णा गौर सिंह गोपीनाथ प्रभु दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्णा प्रबोधन प्रणाम। हरे कृष्णा प्रबोधन प्रणाम। Am I
हरे
audible?
कृष्णा प्रभु जी दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु जी। प्रभु जी, you will be sharing the slide, no प्रभु जी?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay प्रभु जी। I given presentation rights प्रभु जी।
Okay.
We'll just start in a minute प्रभु जी।
Yeah, no problem.
हरे कृष्णा devotees, दंडवत प्रणाम। Welcome to Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Today we are very fortunate to have the association of His Grace Lord Chandra Gopinath Prabhu. We will be sharing the transcendental prayers of Srila Prabhupada, board Jaladuta. Currently we are going through Markine Bhagavata Dharma, and we are in verse 2. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, over to you Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you so much, Prabhu. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देगं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुधापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपं साग्रजादां सगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशधारिणे महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरतिशे नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपथे गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपा तमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरु दीनदारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं हरिः ओं तत्सत्। नमो विष्णुपदाय। Hare Krishna. Welcome all of you for Prabhupada Katha today. I seek all the Vaishnavas who are assembled here, seeking their blessings because I don't have any realization on Prabhupada. And also it's very difficult to talk about Prabhupada. So I'm sure blessings Ashokatma Prabhu, Dayamai Baladev Prabhu, Devendra Prabhu, Prashadeshwar Prabhu, Radharani Mataji, Shweta Mataji, Sunirmala Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Uma Shankar Prabhu, Uttara Mataji, Vishwambar Charan Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Shankar Shan Priya Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Please kindly sufficiently bless me too so that I can speak something today. So this is, as all we know, we are reading the poem written by Srila Prabhupada, Markine Bhagavata Dharma. Boro Kripa Koile Krishna Adamera Prati. Boro Kripa Koile Krishna Adamera Prati. Ilagiya nile heta koro ye begati. Ilagiya nile heto kore ye begati. Koro kripa koile Krishna. Acha kichu kacha tabe ano mane. Ase kichu kacha tabe ano mane. Nahe keno ani beno ye vograstane. nahe keno ani ben yei ugrastane. Boro kripa koile Krishna adame raptasi. Kilahia nilehe to koro ebe gati. Koro Krishna koile Krishna. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Oh, my dear Lord Krishna, you are so kind upon this useless soul, but I do not know why you have brought me here. Now you can do whatever you like with me. And today's verse Prabhu has given, Ache kichu karja taba ye anumane, nahe keno ani ben ye ugrastane. But I guess you have some business here. Otherwise, why would you bring me to this terrible place? So I was thinking what to speak today because Prabhupada is asking, what is the business here? Why? What is the purpose? You brought me to this terrible place. Um, One time, Srila Prabhupada, I don't know that I was heard some conversations or some lectures from senior Vaishnavas. So they were mentioning that initially Krishna wants Prabhupada to go down and preach. Prabhupada was happy with Krishna Loka, Goloka Vrindavan. But Prabhupada said, no, I can't go to the material world. It's so difficult. No, no, you have to go and reclaim the fallen conditioned souls. I'm relying on you. You must go. But Krishna, how can I leave your association and go to this material world? Then Krishna told, you are the person empowered to write the books. And you go and preach, write books, rest. I will take care of things, temple construction, making devotees, ISKCON, all those things I will take care. But you go and write books. So today theme, I thought I will speak on the book distribution because Prabhupada is asking, but I guess you have some business. And Prabhupada quite often talks about family business. Our family business is book distribution. And also this is Kartik month, sorry, after the Kartik month, it's a marathon month, December month. Entire worldwide ISKCON is trying please Srila Prabhupada and try to distribute these books. So even though I don't have any qualification, just for my purification and inspiration, I want to talk about today the book distribution. So that's our family business. So there are many purposes why Prabhupada has taken, why Krishna has sent him. As I mentioned, Krishna said, go on, write books. Books are the basis. And Prabhupada can be summarized, his instruction can be summarized, and he gave these four important statements or important philosophy, which can be summarized. Prabhupada, if you want to understand, you can understood by this four thing. Books are the basis, and Prabhupada wanted everyone to follow this as well. Purity is the force, preaching is the essence, utility is the principle. So out of this, I can speak any topics, but contribution we've been reading from Lilamrita. Today, I'll talk about books or the basis. So this some of them I'll be referring. The source for this book is the Nectar of Book Distribution. Probably some of you may not see this. I don't know it's visible or not. It's a BBT publication. Some of them quotes, references I'll be making from here. Some of them from Vaiseshika Prabhu's lecture. Some of them from Mohan Rupa Prabhu's lecture. Some of them from Mamogulila Prabhu's lecture. Some of them probably maybe, during Sankirtan, whatever experience I had. So all those things is what will be the source for today's reference for today's session. Okay. So today we'll just talk about books are the basis because the purpose of many a times it has been evident that including Krishna and previous acharyas, they want Prabhupada to write many books and rest of things they want to take care of it because it's our family business and this is Vaisheshika Prabhu's is written this book, our family business, the art of book distribution. Those who want to go more deeper into the business, family business, we can do that. And in this book is based on three basic principles which the BBT authors publish. So there are three premises on which the book is written. One is that preaching Krishna consciousness is the prime mission of ISKCON. Number two, book distribution is the best and the most important preaching. Anybody can do a lot of preaching that will not substitute what Prabhupada preaching, because Prabhupada preached through his books. We might do 1 hour lecture, we might forget. In connection of that, we give book a person is guaranteed that he will continue to be in the mission. Many people sometimes may be attracted for Kirtan, maybe Prasadam. If both of them are not there, there is chances that they might go back. But if person has a book, is constantly reading Srila Prabhupada books, it's guaranteed that that person will continue in the system. Otherwise, especially me like person, there is no purity. So there is purity supports. Without that preaching, maybe a good orator, they might be entertained for an hour or so, but they may not become a devotee. But Prabhupada, there's so many Sankirtan stories. Just by reading one verse in Bhagavad Gita, there are many people have become, devotees. That's why Prabhupada said, what your half-an-hour lecture can do, please distribute my books. And these books can make them, it's like a time auto bomb. It will trigger any time, and it can make devotees. Most of the devotees who come to ISKCON, sustaining their practice in ISKCON, that's only because of Srila Prabhupada books. Imagine there is no Srila Prabhupada books, we are not having Bhagavatam class. Bhakti, but however you preach, ISKCON would have been closed long back. The success of the heart of the ISKCON is lies on the books. Okay, that's the second point. So first point is preaching Krishna consciousness is the prime mission. Book distribution is the best and most important preaching. The third, Prabhupada wanted every devotee to know the art of book distribution. So most of time, sometime I used to think, oh, what is this December marathon has come now? Devotees will say, distribute books. Can't I do, except that seva, can I do any other seva? I'm happy to do that. But why this book distribution? So much emphasized on the book distribution when this December marathon comes. Oh, I need to go and meet the people. It's very difficult. People say, I have so many books. I don't have time. They don't even respond. Why should they distribute? Everybody says they have Bhagavad Gita. And, what is the point in distributing books, right? So I will answer all those things at the end. If I'm not able to answer, you can remind me. I will answer answer those questions. Um, so first thing is that we need to understand this is our family business. Why it is family business? Right from Brahma to uh, Vyasadev to Madhvacharya to six Goswamis to Srinivas Acharyas to and Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, Bhaktivinoda Thakur to current generation after generation, this book distribution is passed down. Brahma always has something in his hand. You can see that he is having book or the manuscript written, the Vedas written. So Vyasadev compassionately wrote all those things through Ganesha with the help of him, wrote Mahabharata and other literatures to be available for us. Then Madhvacharya, whatever he wrote, he went to Bhadraga Ashram. Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya, Vaishnava are coming. So Madhvacharya, whatever he wrote, he went and corrected, asked Vyasadeva to correct it, confirmed it. Then our great famous Acharyas, the six Goswamis, Nana Shastra Vicharanai Kanipuno Saddharma Samstapako Lokanam Hitakarino Tribhuvane Manyau Sharanyakaro Radha Krishna Padaravinda Bhajana Nande Namattalikau Vande Rupa Sanatanau Raghuyugau Shri Jiva Gopalakau. They were not just sentimentalist. Krishna consciousness is not sentiment. Prabhupada says religion without philosophy is a sentiment. Because I liked it, sentiment. It's not sentiment. The Acharyas went, especially Jiva Goswami, he went to the six Sandarbhas. You have to see, he gone through all the Vedas, Upanishads, and references from that, establishing Bhagavatam is the supreme. and establishing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ultimately is the supreme, and Chaitanya Charitamrita is the supreme book. So they used to quote references from Bhagavatam, they used to quote references from other Puranas, Idigasas, and other, especially the Vedas. Shruti is what important. So he did so much contribution. Nana Shastra, they completely uh, analyzed all the scripture available, and they gave so much literature. Only the Gaudiya Sampradaya has so much richness in the volumes of books. And I was showing this previously how Prabhupada has written many books, which even takes this lifetime we can't complete it. And imagine still many of the Acharya's books still there, not untouched. Some of them just Prabhupada has given, and there are so much volumes of books are written by these Acharyas, Bhanuswami Maharaj, and so many Acharyas. They've been trying to translate them. Bhanu Maharaj himself wrote 30 books on the different Acharyas' books, and we're still not able to complete Srila Prabhupada books, volumes of books. So this shows that this is a business, family business that distribute books. So then Jiva Goswami, and Jiva Goswami, Narottam Das Thakur, then Srinivas Acharya, um, then Shamananda Pandit. So all this the next generation level, and they are the first Sankirtan party distribution, especially Srinivas Acharya, Jajigram, and all the devotees before distribution Mayapur, they go to this place called Jajigram, where is originally Srinivas Acharya is from, and they pray for his mercy. So the load cart full of books is what return, and say Srimad Bhagavatam, you go and distribute. That's what Jiva Goswami's instruction. So all these three acharyas taken it seriously. They would write handwritten everything needs to have to make multiple copies. Then you would make this respectful, and you will not this of in Chaitanya Charitamrita how the books were stolen, and Srinivas Acharya was talking to the king and retrieved this. So the Acharyas were doing it. They are the first Sankirtan party who mailed multiple copies and distributed Bhagavatam literally in the palm leaves. Then Srila Bhaktisiddhanta, when Prabhupada born, that's the time Bhaktivinoda Thakur, exactly same year, is sent the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, about the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to the different universities. And Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur tried very hard with various disciples, sending them to preach in the speaking world. Then finally, our dear Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada in his lifetime had two important instructions from his guru. One is that preaching in the Western world. Second thing in the Radha Kund, he told, whenever you have money, please print the books. So in essence, for this first shloka, like, if you want to know what is the business here, that which came through Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, again, it boils down to two instruction. One is the preaching, another one is the book distribution. So I chose again the topic of book distribution to see to get some more inspiration. So one time, Srila Prabhupada was in the Damodar early days of Damodar temple, and Prabhupada was growing older. It was 70, so he was to cry every day. I'm getting old. My body's become invalid. I've got two important instruction from my guru. One is that preaching the Western world. Another one is print books whenever you have money. How am I going to do on this earth? So this pastime happened in before ISKCON starting all those time. So Prabhupada used to uh, live in the Damodar, and there also used to be a boy who used to help, and he used to also live in the temple. But he had one bad habit. The bad habit is that he would steal some of the money from the other Damodar hundi and go and eat outside. So Prabhupada one time caught him. Hey, what are you doing? It's very offensive to steal money, from the deities. You can't do that. He said, what are you doing with this money? The boy said, Maharaj, I like to eat Bengali sweets. I like rabadi and things like that. So sometimes I'm tempted. I don't have money, so I just steal some of them to go and buy some sweets. Prabhupada was so compassionate, so compassionate. He said, what if I cook for you? If I give sweets, will you steal still? He said, no, no, I don't want to steal. I need sweets. That's all. Then Prabhupada, you come every day, I will cook for you. So see the compassionate Srila Prabhupada. And you would cook every day Rabdi, Sandesh, Sulla for him. And this boy used to happily come and take prasadam from Srila Prabhupada. And, like this going on. One day Prabhupada was very sick and the boy was asking. Then he left his stealing business, of course. So then he was asking Maharaj, how can I help you today? You are feeling very sick. Can I bring you some doctor or something, medicine? If you want me to prescribe, I will get it. Then Prabhupada said, I'm already 70. I'm becoming old and I'm not able to distribute any books as my Guru Maharaj order, and I'm not able to preach. I don't know what to do. I have been, this body is not important, but the important instruction I'm not able to go through. And Prabhupada was very, very dejected and he was expressing his sorrow and he went, slept. And in that same day, the boy saw there is a big effulgence coming out of his room, Radha Damodar. Generally, Prabhupada room doesn't have a well lit, it'll have a dim bulb, that's all. But this boy was surprised. How can there be so much effulgence coming in the room? There is something happening. He was so curious and he went and sat in front of the door because he was also hearing some conversation and some conversation. Then there is a person, Prabhupada, asking to the other person, I'm become old. My Guru Maharaj has given instruction to distribute these books and preaching them abroad. I'm not able to do. I almost going to die here in Radha Damodar. There is no money. There is no family. There is nothing. I don't know how this important mission I will be fulfilling it. So that was none other than Rupa Goswami. He was talking to the Rupa Goswami. Then Rupa Goswami said, whenever you have money, you should print books and you will come closer to me when you translate Nectar of Devotion, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita. When you do that, then you will become very dear to me. And I guarantee you, rest of the things I will take care. You don't worry about the going abroad. I will arrange. You don't worry about constructing a temple. I will take care of it. But your job is again to write this book, literature, wonderful literature. And if when you do that, translate it, you will become dear to me. Rest I will take care. So this is the conversation Prabhupada had. Next day, the boy came. Oh, Maharaj, you seems to be very happy. What happened? Then he told this what Rupa Goswami said. So Prabhupada was constant conversation with Rupa Goswami and the entire parampara, right from Krishna, emphasized one thing to Srila Prabhupada: distribute books, write granthas for you, because this is going to be the basis on which the entire society is running. In case, let's say tomorrow somebody bans ISKCON, some other issues, he created BBT. And Prabhupada says anybody has a books, Bhagavad Gita, they can start another ISKCON. So that way I'm not worried. So the books are the basis. So he created very intelligently a separate entity which would never stop. Even something happens to ISKCON, the book distribution should not happen. This Grantha should never die. So much importance is given. Then it is not for certain people to do only book distribution. It is everybody who is in the Krishna conscious movement. It is everybody's gratitude, everybody's responsibility to book distribution. Sometimes say people, Prabhu, other than this, I can do other sevas. I'm in the Pujari seva. Still, do I need to do? Yes, irrespective of any seva involved, the book distribution is a must for everyone to do. Because this is what Prabhupada wanted it. It's for our purification. Most of the time we think, oh, Prabhu, no book sells, scores, pressure. No, it is for our pure own purification. By distributing the books, making an attempt, Krishna will be pleased and Srila Prabhupada will be more pleased to say this. And this is everyone is responsible. It's not somebody some devotees will do and uh, I can do some other seva. No, distribution books is mandatory for everyone. Prabhupada says every devotee they need to learn this. So there's one of the quote from Prabhupada is that the greatest welfare activity for all the people of this world. This is the only distribution of the books. This is the greatest welfare anybody can do for anyone. Um, so one time there was a story, famous pastime of a Sankirtan story. So there is one person who was completely dejected in the life, and he was about to end his life. In the apartment in the veranda, he was just praying to the Lord, see what you made me now. My life is miserable and I can't take it anymore. If at all you want to do something, you do something. Otherwise, I'm going to take off my life in some time. And suddenly, as he intensely praying, something fell on his hand. He saw that it was book boss. So he was so surprised. He was looking here and there, boss. Where did it fell from? Some so it came from the balcony. He just looking at here and there. Nobody was there. doesn't know anything. Okay, he said, it's the Lord's probably wish he wants me to read, and started reading. Then he realized what is the life all about? What is the soul? What is the relation about my Lord? And how do I'm not this body. Then he understood, and he is happy in his life. It completely transformed and started reading this complete book. So what had happened is, just before this incident, there is another boy in the same apartment who went to school and bought this Bhagavad Gita. Somebody devotees distributed, and he came home. His father was furious. Oh, you're still studying young. Why are you taking up all this process now? It is not the age as usual. Typical Indian father. Then he threw the book out of the window, from his balcony. That's the same time this devotee was praying, so it just landed up in his hand. So he knows this was somebody throw it like this. Then he thought, okay, Krishna himself, and he started doing it. And after a week or 10 months or 10 or week, a month or so, he conducted a program. Generally, devotees would like to have satsanga, right? Then he called everybody in the apartment, and he was telling, did the Bhagavad Gita class, Pravachan, Kirtan, and all end of it. And he said, come, see, I'm going to tell you some secret. You know what happened last week? Krishna himself gave the book because I was about to die, and it just fell in my hand. That's how I became a devotee. And the person who threw it also were there in the same meeting. Then he called this person separately. It is not Krishna who gave, I threw it. But he said, doesn't matter, you threw it or Krishna gave. But my life has changed. And I also challenge you that you read first introduction of Bhagavad Gita. If you didn't like it, that's okay. You don't need to further continue. Then this father, felt embarrassed, and he started reading the introduction. He read the entire Bhagavad Gita. Then entire apartment became devotees. So it is many, many Sankirtan devotees we have heard how a person started reading, uh, addicted. So there is a person who is very much addicted to drugs and things like that. He's not able to give. And, then he was almost on the verge of family died. He took the addiction because his family died, business problem, so much issues. He can't take it mentally, all these problems of the life he can't able to face. So he used to drink. Then some devotee gave some book. He said, anyway, let me see something. Then he would take a beg and he would read one shloka, take another beg, read shloka. Then he left this drinking. Then he would smoke. Still is addicted to smoke. Then he would read another shloka next week. Then slowly, slowly reading by the end of Bhagavad Gita, completely gave up everything, joined the temple. That's a power because Prabhupada can preach through his books. We can't preach like Prabhupada. He's a pure Vaishnava who's come from Goloka Vrindavan. Our endeavor, we can support to Prabhupada. We can endeavor to distribute books. We can just instrumental. On our own, we can't make any devotees. That's for sure. Prabhupada and Krishna has decided who will become what, when this book should go. We just need to be instrument. Why we should be worried about being instrument? We just needs to be instrumental. Things will happen automatically. And like that, I can keep on telling the many stories what Prabhupada has been going through. So this is a letter to August 3rd, 1973 to Rameshwara Prabhu. There is no doubt about it. Is the most important activity. To distribute books is the most important activity. The temple is not a place for eating, sleeping, but a base from which we send out our soldiers to fight with Maya. Fight with Maya means to drop thousands of millions of books into the lap of conditioned souls, just like during wartime, the bombs are raining from the sky like anything. So another important touching factors which I mean is that Prabhupada gave his life for these books, especially after hearing from his Guru Maharaj on the whenever you have money, please print the books. How Prabhupada is literally taken, we can see from Lilamrita. So he was staying same in Damodar Mandir. It was cold time like this, December, very winter, Vrindavan gets really cold, or when summer it gets really hot. And Prabhupada did not have any money. And he had not even a proper blanket, did not have proper place to sit. He was sleeping on the floor with a simple mat. And one of his god brother, the sannyasi order who gave Keshav Maharaj, I guess, he came in to see Prabhupada to see how he's doing in Vrindavan. Then Prabhupada austerity saw, he was so much impressed and said, Maharaj, you may not have money. Can I buy you some blankets and things like that? I can still do that. And Prabhupada said, it is for book distribution, not to take care of this body. I need it, whatever little bit I earn, I want to bring BTG magazine. This is what our Guru Maharaj desired. So Prabhupada never cared about his bodily discomforts. Even single penny he would save and get from BTG. Then he want to reinvest on that in the books to print more books. Then whatever it comes, he would use that. Even basic necessity, Prabhupada wouldn't take care of himself. Look at the commitment which Prabhupada had, why such an importance is given, and all of us should take some portion of it to we don't need to give up so much our luxury life. It's just matter of becoming instrument, taking some books, keeping a stock, whoever asks, give them the books. And Prabhupada is to not even take care so much astonishing things. And Prabhupada would walk to Radha Press. He would stay in Vrindavan. The printing would happen in Delhi. And Prabhupada would save that 2 anna, 3 anna, whatever, to give it to the rickshaw, because he thinks that, oh, this 3 anna I saved, and there are three more BTG magazine I can print. Prabhupada wouldn't have to eat anything. He will not have anything to eat also. So he would walk to see the proofreading. Then as soon as the Radha Prasir enters, then that person would say, hey, Swamiji, come, come. Come in early morning itself. He says, yeah, yeah, show me all the proofs. I want to read it. Oh, it's okay. I'll show you everything. Have you had anything? Prabhupada said, it doesn't matter. Don't bother about it. Just show me the books. And the person would know that Prabhupada is walking every day, and he would come without empty stomach. Then immediately he'll go and buy something for Prabhupada, offer him. Then Prabhupada would take something breakfast, then complete it, come back. And Prabhupada, look at it, Prabhupada has taken his life only for the books. His discomfort of walking so many kilometers every day, skipping the breakfast, you can have would have saved that money for having at least good clothes, having some rickshaws comfortably would have gone at the age of 70. But Prabhupada was just looking at books, books. My Guru Maharaj told, whenever you get money, print books. Literal sense, he discomforted all his life. He distributed these books. Such an important prominence Acharya, Srila Prabhupada taken his life just for us to read. Number one, to read. Number one. Second, to distribute these books. There is no other priority than this. And there was one time in Germany, there was a butcher, all India, all the world conference is happening. Butcher, the packing industry, nicely they would pack all the meats and things like that. Their association, they are a big program in Germany. And there were some devotees somehow trying to sneak and see something can help distribute books, because it's a big convention happening. But it was so traffic jam that inside the convention, a lot of people, and they were not able to bring the books. But one devotee started walking, running, came to the conference hall. But one thing had happened is, what they were discussing at the point of time is, they want to give some gift, and which they forgot to bring that. They got it, but some of they missed to bring it to the venue. And they were all thinking, what can be given gift and all. So this person, devotee, was hearing this conversation. He said, I have a good idea. They said, who are you? How you come here? That's not all. Secondary, I'll tell you, I have some solid Eastern Asia yoga meditation book. You should give this. This is very good, fantastic printing. Inside, outside, both are excellent. When they looked at it, they said, wow, this is a nice book, nice printing and coverage. So yes, you can give. So immediately they said, truck is outside, you have to manage to get that. So he brought it, and everybody was given. The Butcher Association was given. Everybody who participated taken Bhagavad Gita. And there are a couple of other incidents where the book has transformed many lives. One time, one lady went to mall, some devotee gave the book, Ishopanishad. So she brought it, and looks pretty good, like Vishnu with 400 form, nice book. And she started about it. And her husband came. He said, yeah, some monks gave me some books or something, I'll read it, something different. I'll look attracted to this 400 form of Vishnu, to this God, not Vishnu. She said, I liked it very much, that's why I go to read. Then husband said, yeah, I also looks pretty good. Can I read it before you read it? Wife said, yeah, of course, you can read it first. So one page, one shloka, second shloka. He read the entire book after entire night. Next day morning, he came to his wife, and he said, I'm sorry, I need to say something bad news to you. She said, what? Now I realized, who am I? What is my purpose in my life? And my way is different. Now my priorities are different. I need to leave you. I need to go and search for my spiritual master. He left immediately the next day, and he joined temple. 8 years solid, he did the book distribution. Then he came to Vrindavan. He joined full time. He started Sankirtan. And he's none other than We all know the who is the Sankirtani Indra Prabhu. So he left his life reading Ishopanishad overnight. There's a Prithu Prabhu, Prabhupada, another disciple. He was just given a book, Ishopanishad, they read overnight. Next day, he went and joined the temple. That's a potency of any book what Prabhupada has written, right? So anybody reads it, they need to become devotees. There is no other option. But our preaching may bring devotees, may not bring devotees. Most likely it may not convert them because purity is the force. Wherever there is a purity, then people will become. That's why there's a professional reciters, so many Bhagavatam reciters. Why they are not able to make a devotee? Even we can bring very good salesperson, topmost salesperson from any FMG companies and ask them to give one distribute Bhagavad Gita, you won't be able to do it. Why? The Bhagavad Gita, somebody needs to read it. Somebody needs to, then you'll be able to distribute books, and Srila Prabhupada mercy should be there to distribute books. It's not that everybody can distribute books. And even a great salesman, he can't distribute books. But a devotee, simple devotee, doesn't know anything. He can distribute books. These books are so potent that anyone who reads them is sure to become Krishna conscious. So it is very valuable service to distribute our books. So one time I was mentioning about the qualification. Even a biggest salesperson in the world, he can't distribute a single Bhagavad Gita unless he becomes a devotee, surrender to Srila Prabhupada, get his mercy. One time this devotee's, I don't know this devotee's name, Bhakta Ben or Pete or something. Uh, I think Ben or something. I don't know. I don't remember. But this person is little mentally affected person. You would do just whatever devotees say, but you know, he can't understand it properly. He can't express himself. But he has the people going in the van. He saw devotees are going out in the distribute books. So he would always want to go with them, see, what they're doing. And then he would ask every time this devotees, they say, hey, come on, you sit in the temple, do some cleaning work, then that's all you can do. You won't be able to distribute books. It requires a lot of energy, knowledge, reading Prabhupada and explaining this. You look very dull, and you won't be able to do all these things. This is not for you. But he was insisted. One day they said, "Chalo, take him. At least he would shift and lift books. At least we can use him like that." And 12 o'clock, they reached a place and they were trying to distribute books till evening. Not a single book went. They're trying hard. They were stalwarts in books distribution. Every day they used to do hundreds of books. On the day, nothing is going. They rejected, and they all said today's Krishna's plan is something. So let's do Gaur Aarti and sleep. Next day we'll try some other village. They all went, started cooking. By the time this devotee, the Ben, what he did is he picked up some books and put it in his shoulder bag. He just ran away out. The devotees are watching all this, saying, where is he going? Okay, and he said, yeah, he'll come back. He came back after half an hour with the empty bag. They all get angry. Hey, what did you do with the books? You threw it away, or what? You were mad, or what? Uh, where are the books? You went with the books we saw. Then what did you do with the books? They all thought he's somewhere. He just threw it away. And no, he said, I sold all of them. He said, really? They could not able to believe. And this is left him. This must be crazy. Or something, something suspicious happened. Next day morning again, samsara dava happens. The kirtan happens before their sadhana. Then again, this devotee would take bags and he would run away and come back with empty bag, and he would bring some Lakshmi. So they were all surprised. What is this guy? We are not able to distribute. We've been struggling in the city. And one day they said, let us watch what he does. And he took Bhagavad Gita books and things like that. And every passerby, he would show Prabhupada photo. See this Prabhupada, he saved me. I'm such a rascal. He wouldn't know anything. He would say Prabhupada, Prabhupada, he would show Prabhupada. And Prabhupada saved me. He will save you also. Take this book. And people would so compassionate. They would take the books and they would give professionally money. So Prabhupada can make anybody instrument. There is one devotee in Russia. He doesn't have both hands. And what he would do is he'll ask the devotees to pack books, put a shoulder bag, and he would walk out. Then wherever he goes, he would ask somebody passerby, hey, it's heavy. Can you take out the books from this bag? And everybody sees, oh, he doesn't have no hands. Oh my God, they'll take it out books. Can you open it? Can you read? He will say, they'll say, okay, I'll read it. One para. Then he'll say, this is a book about yoga. Why don't you have it? It's from the Eastern philosophy. Then, then they would see the determination of this person, no hands. but so much enthusiasm in which he was preaching, and he want to distribute books. And they all feel like, we are so comfortable, and why can't we take this book? Then they would take it. So in the history of Sankirtan, you can see a people, various range of people, from scientists to uh, KGB to everybody is becoming a devotee. Right. One time, this KGB, since I talked about Russia, there is one KGB son. Somehow he got interested in these books and he read it and he became a devotee. Father and son had a big fight. Hey, I'm a KGB, and you're reading pro. What is this nonsense? We are supposed to restrict this. And this spy one day ran away from the house. He went and joined the temple. So this father was really in anxiety. What is there in these books? Why people are going crazy like this, reading the books? And he would start reading in the office. KGB file he'll keep and he would read, and he'll keep it down, and again he'll keep it like this and read, hidingly read. What is there to learn? And he became a devotee. And all the KGB had a suspect. This guy is behaving differently in the office. He would keep like this file read. Never he would read like this. He would read like this. They all came to know this guy is also, this KGB is also something weird. And this KGB thought, okay, they will take my life. I'm in the KGB itself. So then he ran across to Germany and he became a full-time devotee there. There are so many stories of the potency of Srila Prabhupada books. Unless one reads regularly, there's another thing that why many devotees are not convinced is studying Srila Prabhupada scrutinizingly, giving more time reading Prabhupada books. Then we will not have any question in the mind whether should I distribute or not. That question will not arise. By default, oh, it's so much potent, convinced about something, then you would automatically do it. It becomes a habit because you want to do it. You know the value of it, so much potency in the Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. Why can't I? People are suffering. Why I'm not compassionate to distribute this every day? That conviction will come, but otherwise it will be superficial when we read it. Then we will not be able to convince, because many people, after reading Prabhupada, Prabhu is convinced, saying that, yo, this is the life. Let me live it. Next day, he left it. So the realization will come when scrutiniously, sincerely we read Srila Prabhupada books every day. That's another point where Vaiseshika Prabhu talks about, say, 8 o'clock. So let me quickly jump all those stories. You can read sometime, but it's a quick tip from from Vaiseshika Prabhu. There are three laws basically one should follow if they want to distribute books. One is strong sadhana, that includes reading regularly Srila Prabhupada books. One, we read regularly Srila Prabhupada sincerely, trying to learn, analyze critically, then the interest would come, oh, I need to distribute this as well. And of course, strong sadhana. Prabhupada, somebody said, how do we distribute books? You're always talking about books, books, books. Whether you want to become a bookworm, then Prabhupada said, if you don't read my books, you will become a stoolworm. You decide whether bookworm or stoolworm. That is what he said. Prabhupada's bookworm is enough. Then he said, how to distribute. Then he said, chant 16 rounds continuously. And strong sadhana, purity is the force. Then you will be able to distribute books. So Srila Prabhupada told that. Then second law is that stock books. If you don't have books, you won't be able to distribute. You're distributing or not, that's secondary. First, go take some books, stock it. Whenever you travel it, keep it with you, or whenever you at home, keep it, so that anybody who comes, they'll ask, hey, what is this, all this about? You tell us about it, I'm distributing, definitely people will take it. Or you're traveling, read books, explain about somebody books. It's a number of people you meet is very important. How many people you met and you told about Bhagavad Gita. They're taking or not secondary. But one, you should have a stock. The more stock you have, a person is having 5 books, is thinking that, oh, people will, it's very expensive, they will not buy. There is another same devotee who is having 12 books on a stack of books. The probability of selling more is the person who is having more books. The person having more books, he will sell more books. If you have 100 books, you will sell 100 books. If you have 5 books, only 5 books. If you don't have books, you will not sell it. As simple as that. If you don't have books, means zero distribution. Doesn't matter. We need to stock always some books. Keep it in your car, wherever you go. One time I was coming from the temple, and I always keep some Bhagavad Gitas in my car. One week before that, Mataji, she was asking some books. I'm going to marriage. Give me 4 Gitas. I said it will cost you 300 rupees, 1200 rupees. He said, okay. Next door, 2, 3 lines away. So I brought some books and I took it instead of 4, I took 5. She told, give me only 4. I don't have much. You give me only 4. But I took it 5. Then I went there. Then 1500. She said, I don't have change. I don't have ATM also. She said, I said, I am coming from temple. I don't have change. You keep this another book for 300. So I gave five books. So if I hadn't have extra, then I wouldn't have distributed that. After 1 week, she met me. She said, Prabhu, I was coming through the temple, different road, away from her house. But somehow she stopped me saying, exactly Krishna made a point that I need to meet her. Otherwise, I just taken 1 minute, I would have gone and she would have gone. And she said, give me one more book. I said, what happened? I've already gave one extra book. That was I distributed. I need one more. I'm going for another one. I need it another book. Do you have right now? He said, at least next time tell me in advance. But anyway, I have stock. I'll let me check. Then I had in the car, then I gave Bhagavad Gita. So if I wouldn't have carried, and I would have missed the opportunity. Most likely she would have gone function is over. She can't do it again. She will wait for another function to distribute it. So that way, any opportunity, we can utilize it. Unless you don't carry books, you go not going to distribute. As simple as that. Number three, more you show, the more you sell. Means handing over to somebody, asking them to touch, asking them to feel the book. The Shukruti started. Prabhupada is telling this is Krishna himself. Anybody who touches, they'll become devotees. Sometimes we think, oh, so many people I went, approached, nobody's took the book. Say the person first time he would see the book, hey, what is this control? I will not take the books. I don't have time. Next time when he meets another devotee, he will say, yeah, I know I have it. He will say. Third time, he will say, what is he telling? At least he would hear. Fourth time, give me one. He would take it. So the transformation happens slowly. It depends on the condition. So every time we attempt, it's 100% success. It's whether we distribute book or not. The person has seen the book. We are given the nice impression, then he would want to take later. That is the potency of Srila Prabhupada. 8 o'clock here. I would stop here for any corrections.
Prabhu. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for sharing the a theme of the day, theme of the month, which is the books are the basis, and also you describe some pastimes and tips from Grace Vaishashika Prabhu's increase of our family business. Thank you, Prabhuji. The devotees may please unmute the mic and share your comments or reflections or questions.
Please forgive me if I have anything I've spoken beyond my capacity.
Hare Krishna, Dharma Pranam Prabhu.
Nandas Pranam Arjun Shakapur.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Such a wonderful point that you have highlighted. With a lot of quotes, lot of examples from how, from the very day-to-day life, people getting attracted towards book distribution and attraction towards Prabhupada's book. Wonderful. One thing that really that touched me is bookworm or stoolworm. That will be really always triggered by mind. It is always better to be a bookworm rather than the stoolworm. Thank you very much, Prabhu. And I just want to compliment one thing, Prabhu, that you have given a wonderful pictorial presentation at the background. That's such a wonderful attraction. That's keeping the book at the background and decorating it wonderfully, Prabhu.
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavad Pranam.
Yes,
Prabhu,
yes.
I'm not very good at selling the books. So what I do is I keep saving little money. And with that, when I go, I tell them buy the book and they say 300. No, 300. They say. I said, it's all right. You give me 200. 100 rupees. I'll put 200 for you. Readily they buy. Yesterday I went to the bank and that cashier and that one lady was there. And they took one book. Then the manager, she was hearing to that. She told me, Madam, give me 3 books. She told me. That's the thing.
So you have stock of books, then it will automatically go. Who is going to buy that? Prabhupada decides. We don't decide.
I didn't have it. I came to temple and then bought and then gave it to them.
Yeah,
So
but if you would have had it, you would have carried, that scenario would have been different.
yes, now I'll keep it. I'll keep it in the car, some books.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for sharing. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Prabhuji,
Yes,
one
Prabhu.
thing is when we go, they say, ide, we have it. Like they know that we are telling them to have a book. So they know that point. So they already come prepared. We have it like that. And when mostly we see that it's all kind of saturated. All are having. It looks like that because we typically go to some places where temple and all people who are coming to temples, they usually buy. But I know, but only very very if we take the total uh, population in that area, only few one or at the most 2 to 3% would have taken books, not more. But we go to places where the people where people who have already taken come. But overall in that location, if you see, only 3% at the most would have taken. So how to go to such venues where there is more opportunity to distribute to?
So you met 100 people, only 3 people took. What is the success rate? What is the conversion rate? Prabhu
Only
Sachidananda. Huh?
3% only, right?
No, you are wrong. You are
100%.
poor in mathematics, Prabhu. I'm sorry to say it is 100%.
Okay.
Krishna conscious mathematics works differently. Is 99 is greater or 100 is greater?
99 is greater
Why?
because he surrendered to Krishna.
Prithu
Pruthumara.
Maharaj did 99.
Yes,
100 Indra. Oh, who is greater? No, it doesn't work like I was giving that example, right? You met one person, he didn't take it. They may not have, still they say, I have it. Number one. Number two problem is that he has books. Let me tell him, I will help you to read out. We are conducting Bhagavad Gita course. Why don't you bring him to the temple? Is that not a seva? So people will have, but many of them may not read it. So it's also our responsibility to distribute along with them, make them read. See, this one group which we did Bhagavata Saptava, some of you are aware. So it's not just selling the books. After that, we have continuation. There are 40 people regularly attending Bhagavatam class, Nityam Bhagavatam Sevaya. And it's also responsible that we make them devotees and tell them to come and attend the program. Number one. So this is how many people we met. We talked about Bhagavad Gita. That's important. You might sell 3. It doesn't matter because Prabhupada, that's what he told. But there are distributors in Pakistan. If you go, they have distributed 7 Bhagavatams to one person. Many other Bhagavatams are distributed. They distribute 2 or 3 minimum to them. You can't even imagine. We are talking about Bhagavad Gita and things like that, but there are distributors. If you see that, mind-boggling, and they do 80 sets, 50 sets where they don't know about Krishna, they don't know about anything, and they distribute because purity is the force. And if they have Gita, then give them something else, Bhagavatam or something else, or ask them to come, or ask them to give donation, Shastradan, collect Shastradan. What is the problem? You distribute to the people who are needy. Go to the Anadashram and give it to them, ask them to read. You give that money as a book, invest and give it to them. Ask them to give donation. It's everything is preaching. Finally, you're distributing books. There are different strategies. You need to storm your brain. There are very, very innovative ways. I understand this is a common feedback, but what are we have done to accomplish that? Did we think about differently? Did we think about different ways approaching? Did we go outskirts of Bangalore to distribute? Did we try to approach the politicians? Did we try to approach the corporate? There are various strategies. We plan for so much thing for in our life, but have you ever met and distributed, thought about saying, what is it we plan? Prabhupada says, please put all your effort to make an innovative plan every time. You need to be innovative. Otherwise, you can't distribute it. But have you made that effort? There is no plain sandwich solution I can give. Okay, Prabhu, do this, you will become tomorrow 100 books, you'll distribute. No, it's part of one is our purification. Don't think about the result, number one. Of course, Prabhupada always says double the amount, double the thing. You need to be innovative. So, with humbly, I just tell one glories of bhakti. Vijay Bhagavatam Maharaj, who came recently to the temple, he gave Bhagavatam class as well. Then he said, whoever wants to take books from me, you can sign it and take it. I was hearing the lecture online, then I was driving, I went to the temple, I want to see him in person. Then I said I taken first cantos of one Kannada English. I asked him to autograph, and he said, "How many you will distribute?" And devotees from behind said, "He's already distributed last year 80. Oh, this year you're doing 150. I just got the shock of life. I can't distribute 150. I know 150 Bhagavatam during Bhadra Purnima is highly impossible. And I don't know. Last time some fluke had happened, I distributed 50, 80 or something. Mentally, I was mentally thinking is not possible. But Maharaj was again giving the books. How much you'll distribute? I was fumbling. I said 150. I will try. But I knew the pure Vaishnava's blessings is there. It will happen. I don't know what to do. 1 week I was not sleepless. I don't know how to do this. At least this time I need to do 20. I committed 150. Let me do at least 20 Bhagavatam sets. Then there's a concept came this Bhagavata Sapta. Some devotee said, I have all the devotees. You need to arrange for a class. So I just arranged few devotees and Bhagavata Sapta happened. 40 books went. You don't know. Something or other magic happened. I could able to distribute more than 150 Bhagavatam sets last time marathon happened. So it is one is that you committing to the pure Vaishnava, praying, asking them to prayers. And Prabhupada has already decided, highly impossible things, right? This is for me, like you say, 3 books only, Prabhu, people not taking it. I had the same position as you, saying that 150 and I have weekly, I can go door to door. I can go out and distribute. I have my sadhana. I have to my office work. 1 month, 6 weeks, how is that possible? Even the full-timer distributor will not be able to do that. But there's so many people came in, then said, Prabhu, I will help you, right? There's so many people came in and helped, including Sachidananda Prabhu. There are many devotees volunteer, Prasadeshwar Prabhu, Rati Mataji. They all said, we'll do this program. I'll help you out. Some people pitched in and people gave the class. That's all. So many inspiration came and just book went like that. So that way, it is all in our mindset that these instructions, like I could not be able to dispute. People don't have money, they have already books. This will not. What do you say? This depends on our convention. Thank you very
Prabhuji,
much.
last 2 years, what I was doing is, there are lots of Marwadi shops in any area. So I have taken around 10 shops. I have kept five books in front of the Indian Galla on the table. So I would say you distribute it. ये ठाकुर जी का सेवा है, आपको करना है, ये देना है सबको. So they would give as much they could give, and I will go and collect it after 1 week. 2 books they sold, they will give the money. If they say no, I can't take 3 more books, that's enough. Or they would say you take it back. So I'll bring them back. So 10 books without going anywhere, they are on the display. People are looking at it, and it is just going. For the last 2 years, I did like that.
Yeah, see how much effort we did put.
Effortlessly,
10 books, nothing, no effort, right? Just display. You had a stock, you gave the stock. This 3 lost works. And we need to be innovative, Prabhu. Of course, people are very smart, they know. And Vaisheshika Prabhu's workshop, we need to undergo how to distribute books. We need to train ourselves, how to meet the people, how to greet the people. Again, this slide I didn't cover today because that's a workshop. And then you will know there are different techniques. Even though people have books, they will take the books. This does not matter. They have 10 books and 10 Bhagavad Gita in their house, still they will take 10 books. Why they can't take 10 books? There is any reason you give justify? Because one books you have, doesn't mean that you can't take books. I have at least 5, 6 Bhagavad Gitas in my house. 2, 3 different languages of Bhagavatam, different people in my house read it. It does not mean that a person has Bhagavatam, he will not buy another Bhagavatam. A person has Gita does not mean that he will not have Gita. All these rules will like open. But when we systematically go through that, I have created something called Abhay Charana Arvinda Prabhupada Book Distribution, ACBD. But there are a lot of techniques and simple items which the Vaisheshika Prabhu talks about it. It doesn't matter, it will go.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, devotee. Are there any other comments, reflections to share? Hare Krishna, Dayamai Prabhu. Any comments from you? Dayamai Prabhu is one of the leading book distributors from our
Hare
congregation.
Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhu.
Very nice, very inspiring class today. I think a lot of ideas we need to work out. I think a very encouraging talk today, Prabhu. It's I'm thinking how I should start. Thank you, Prabhu.
You
Hare
are
Krishna.
already doing it. You're so humble. You're not telling, but I'm telling it. That's all the difference.
No problem.
Always
I will
distribution fine. Last time Ratha Yatra happened, brought so much books to distribute from the temple.
Yes, Prabhu.
There's one Ashok, that he did some yatra, something.
Correct, Prabhu.
Yeah. I remember you, Prabhu. You were very sincere.
Hare Krishna, Dhanavad Prabhu. I need blessings from senior Vaishnavas like you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
So I need your blessings, Prabhuji, this year to do sincere book distribution.
Prabhu, one thing to all the devotees seeking blessing, yes, it's very nice. I am not that qualified. You can ask your Siksha Gurus or senior Gurus, your Diksha Gurus permission, and also Prabhupada mercy. And default Prabhupada as soon as you take out the book and go out. Not only Prabhupada, Prabhupada is Guru, Prabhupada's Guru's Guru, Prabhupada's Guru's Guru, Prabhupada's Guru's Guru, Guru. Everybody is standing and with you behind. Whenever you take a water bomb to drop in the lap of Maya, it's a war. Entire parampara is with you. Imagine when you take a book, entire parampara is behind you. That's a scene you have to imagine. Then, nothing can stop. They're always blessed, those who distribute books. Profusely Krishna would bless, and they so much mercy is there, just that how much you can take it. You can take it in a bucket or you can take it in a container. That's up to you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Next devotees, Prabhuji, I think there are no questions. Maybe we can end today's session, Prabhuji. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindho jayeva cha patithanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, book marathon Mahotsav ki jai.
Jai Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna devotees, I will be ending the Zoom session. We will meet again tomorrow morning. Krishna will. Hare Krishna.